Miser and the Magpie. As a miser sat at his desk, counting over his heaps of gold, a magpie, which had escaped from its cage, picked up a coin and hopped away with it. The miser, who never failed to count his money over the second time, immediately missed the piece, and rising up from his seat in the utmost consternation, observed the thief hiding it in a crevice in the floor. "And are you," cried he, "that worst of thieves, who has robbed me of my gold, without the plea of necessity, and without regard to its proper use? Your life shall atone for so great a villainy." "Soft words, good master," replied the magpie. "Have I, then, injured you in any other sense than you defraud the public? And am I not using your money in the same way that you do? If I must lose my life for hiding a single coin, pray what do you deserve, who secrets so many thousands?" Remember your own infirmities when correcting those of others. Minerva's olive. The gods, say the heathen mythologists, have each of them their favorite tree. Jupiter preferred the oak, Venus the myrtle, and Phoebus the laurel, Cybele the pine, and Hercules the poplar. Minerva, surprised that they should choose barren trees, asked Jupiter the reason. "It is," said he, "to prevent any suspicion that we confer the honor we do them for the sake of their fruit." "Let folly suspect what it pleases," returned Minerva. "I shall not scruple to acknowledge that I make choice of the olive for the usefulness of its fruit." "O daughter," replied the father of the gods, "it is with justice that men esteem thee wise, for nothing is truly valuable that is not useful." Whatever fancy may determine, the standing value of all things is in proportion to their use. The deer and the lion. A deer, being hard pressed by the hounds, found a cave into which he rushed for safety. An immense lion, couched at the farther end of the cave, sprang upon him in an instant. "Unhappy creature that I am!" exclaimed the deer in his dying moments. "I entered this cave to escape the pursuit of men and dogs, and I have fallen into the jaws of the most terrible of wild beasts." In avoiding one evil, plunge not into a worse. The lamb and the wolf. A flock of sheep were feeding in a meadow, while their dogs were asleep, and the shepherd at a distance, playing on his pipe beneath the shade of a spreading elm. A young, inexperienced lamb, observing a half-starved wolf peering through the pales of the enclosure, entered into conversation with him. "Pray, what are you seeking for here?" said the lamb. "I am looking," replied the wolf, "for some tender grass, for nothing, you know, is more pleasant than to feed in a fresh pasture, and to slake one's thirst at a crystal stream, both of which I perceive you enjoy here." "Happy creature," continued he, "how much I envy your lot, who are in full possession of the utmost I desire, for philosophy has long taught me to be satisfied with a little." "It seems, then," returned the lamb, "that those who say you feed on flesh accuse you falsely, since a little grass will easily content you. If this be true, let us for the future live like brethren, and feed together." So saying, the simple lamb crept through the fence, and at once became a prey to the pretended philosopher, and a sacrifice to his own inexperience and credulity. Experience is a dear school, but fools will learn in no other.